How about a round of knife throwing?
Sure thing, but I don't compete against any buffoon. I'll enter into a knife duel with you just as soon as you bring the necessary gold. But remember, I don't have time for these games when I'm not by the wheel. Don't just stand around. Make yourself useful.
Ага, то есть когда он сидит, с ним посоревноваться нельзя. Ну хорошо.
Stop! Not another step. You're not going to just saunter in here, are you?
And what if I am?
No way. General Magnus doesn't want anyone to disturb the mages. So without the General's permission, I'm not letting anyone in. Are we clear?
I see.
Ладно.
Oiled crankshafts were rarely used in crossbows, despite their obvious efficiency. Since most shooters have started using firearms, likely no one there is interested any longer. A final specimen is said to have been owned by a lighthouse keeper on Calidor.
Мы же были смотрителем маяка. Джек, что ли? Ну, мы съездим. Это немножко странно.
Hey, I'm a Gila. If you need something special or want to get rid of a few crystals, I'm your man.
Got any good tips?
Sure, if you're looking for weapons, talk to Gordon and Stanley. You can earn gold in arm wrestling matches or by throwing knives. Oh, and if you get the opportunity, run an errand for the mages. The rewards are worth it. You can also earn the odd coin drinking. I usually drink from late at night until dawn.
How is your arm wrestling?
Go talk to Roderick. Introducing it was his idea. He can tell you the rules. But be careful if you wrestle with him. He's got a battering ram instead of an arm.
Do you trade information as well?
A little bird twittered an interesting tidbit to me recently. Apparently the mages have got themselves a nice pile of crystals. I bet a smart guy like you would have use for some of them.
As for the mage's crystals...
Not so fast, my friend. Information has a price, and I want gold.
What can you offer?
Everything you need.
Хорошо.
What's knife throwing like?
It's only for guys with a steady hand. You have to get the right moment to throw the knife. And if you need an opponent, ask around near the target. If you see someone training there, you can challenge them.
Anything you can teach me?
If your offer's fair.
As for the Mage's crystals, what do you get out of it once I get the crystals?
Not much, other than the few gold coins I ask in payment for some information. It's more of a personal matter. I got caught stealing something from them once. The reprimand stung, and it still does today. I would feel a certain gratification if you stole from them.
Which mages?
Well, I heard that Nurgle, the alchemist, keeps his valuables in a chest. And Lumbrock has a guard posted outside his room around the clock. He might as well have shouted from the rooftops that he's got something worth stealing. Master Faruko is the last one. Picking his chest will be quite a feat.
How do I get at the mage's chests?
You shouldn't have any difficulties with Nurgle. He's so scatterbrained he doesn't even lock it. It may take some sweet talking to get to Lumbrock's chest, though. The guard is pretty on the ball. But if you get a job from Lumbrock, you'd be able to enter his room, so good luck. As for Faruko, let me think. I heard he possesses a key. Talk to him and feel him out.
I'll look into the matter with the crystals.
Good idea. It's time someone took stock there. And I think their records will soon show stocks are low, eh?
What can you offer?
Everything you need.
Я смотрю даже. Копию.
Psst. Hey, you! Come here.
What's going on?
Not so loud. Otherwise I'll be in trouble with the Guardians again.
Why do we have to whisper anyway?
The Guardians don't want anyone to ask for help.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Because my story just drives people crazy. At least, that's what Hardwick said.
What's your problem?
You want the short version or the long one?
The long version.
Alright. It was like this. Lena, Tokel and I lived in the fisherman's hut in the valley until not long ago. Fishing wasn't just my dream, it was theirs too. And we made a comfortable living.
And then?
Well, one day, a thick fog rolled in, and it became very cold. Then we noticed the fish had stopped biting.
You don't say. And then?
Well, then we decided to light a fire. But before we even managed to get it lit, we heard these strange noises.
Strange noises?
Yes. Coming from the fog. Something was in the fog.
Creatures came out of the fog. Go on.
Not just any creatures. You've never seen anything.
Let me guess. Shadow minions.
Yes. But how did you...
Just tell me what happened to your friends.
Well, that's the problem. I don't know what happened to them. I took to my heels and ran all the way here.
You're some friend.
Come on. I was scared witless. Please, can you go and check on them?
Is there anything else I need to know about your friends?
Well, maybe you should go and have a look around on the small island in the lake. Maybe Tokel fled to that place. But that's just speculation. Nothing more.
I'll take care of your friends.
Thank you. Finally, someone's doing something for me. I think you should start your search at the fisherman's hut. But make no mistake, those beasts are nothing to be trifled with.
Понятно, что он не один из стражей, но я спрошу.
You're not one of the Guardians.
I never trusted magic. I'm a fisherman. I was a fisherman before the mages began their experiments on this island.
Ah, a fisherman. And what are you fishing for up here in the camp?
Nothing. Stop making fun of me.
Так,
It's going to happen soon.
Hey, you! I know who you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're that person who weighed anchor here not too long ago. I also know what you want.
And what do I want?
Our crystals, of course. And if you want to learn magic, you're gonna need them. But you're gonna have to earn them.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a fighter. I've never done anything else. First for the Inquisition, and now for the mages. I guard the camp alongside Frink, Magnus and the others. So if you violate the rules, I'll probably be the one who beats you up.
What are the rules of the camp?
Talk to Frink. He will teach you them.
Frink?
You'll find him at the entrance of the mine.
You understand your craft.
Well, you know, eventually you will meet someone who's better than you.
But if you train me, that won't happen soon.
Well, why not? Close combat is my strong point. Let's see if I can still teach you something.
How about melee combat?
What do you want to know?
How do I earn crystals?
Well, I'd say that you need a strong arm.
Let me guess. I need a fucking pickaxe.
Exactly. But if you're willing to take the risk, I can offer you a bet.
Go on.
How about a round of arm wrestling against me? If you win, I'll give you some crystals.
What do you sell?
ну у него одежка всякая.
Tell me about arm wrestling.
You sail the seas in the company of pirates.
Yeah, enough said. I'll find someone who'll tell me.
If you want to challenge me, find me in a tavern at around midday.
Right. What do you need as my stake?
Forget it. Defeating you will be good enough.
Right.
You know what? You buy a round of grog for the lads if you lose.
What'll it cost me?
300 gold and you're in. Just so you know, there'll be no more crystals if you lose. So only challenge me at the tavern if you've got what it takes.
Хорошо.
Why won't anyone listen to me?
Because the shadow creatures you're talking about can't...
Zakia likes gold. Hummy has gold.
Yeah. Here, take 5 gold.
Zakia wants more gold. Hummy, go and get more gold.
Go earn your own gold.
Now, if Hummies give gold, Zakia happy. You give Zakia gold, and Zakia tell you something.
Do the Guardians even trust you gnomes?
Guardians only trust magic men. But eyes of Guardians overlook GNU. So they not see when we do business.
Right. How many gnomes live on Tyrannus?
5.
5?
Does Zakia get more gold if he says higher number?
No, Zakir gets nothing because he can't count. Give me my gold back.
Well, okay.
All I got back from you is 4 gold. 1 is still missing.
But 4 is much more than 5, and half of 8 is...
Forget it. Keep the coin.
They'll come. And they're going to...
Get their asses kicked, I bet. Now...
Get lost. Get out of here.
Okay.
It's going to happen soon.
Ah, shit.
Poor creatures, working as slaves to the mages.
They look happy to me.
Just because they're too stupid.
Ah, new homie in the camp. Abbas knows them all. Abbas remembers when only fields and trees were here.
Typical mages. Cut everything down to build their damned outlandishments.
Do you know any stories about Tyrannus?
Yep, homie. We gnomes here before mages. When mages arrived, they offered deal. They give us gold, and we work for them. If homie has gold, Abbas can sell dinghy. Or tell stories.
What do you actually do here?
Abbas is elder of the gnomes. Watches over them, and gathers shiny stones for mages. Sadly, Abbas lost Lami. He was hardest working gnome of all.
Tell me something.
Спросим меня.
Tell me about you gnomes.
We collect dinghy on every island. Always looking for the most pretty dinghy there is. The Orikulki.
Why?
At the end of his life, every GNU needs his Orikulki to leave this world with honor. That is our... destiny. Yes.
Who's in charge here?
Magnus is important, homie. Tells everyone what to do. Zacharias is biggest mage, but he's always busy. Easier to talk to other mages. If you want to learn, go to Stanley, Gordon, and Hardwick. Oh, and Roderick makes delicious soup.
What's so special about the crystals?
Yep, homie. Mages want shiny stones from Kava, from the mines. Gnu help. There are many Kavas here on the island of crystals. And because we many Gnu, we bring many shiny stones. The homies need many to build big stone circle on the bridge.
Then I'll keep an eye out for Lamy.
Famo, homie. Looky, looky.
What do you sell?
Cookie, looky.
Так, что у него? Понятно. Ой. Вот мы били те деньги, которые потратили на...
Ato, ato!
О, какая удобная. Ну, для гнома в самый раз.
Why won't anyone listen to me?
Because the shadow creatures you're talking about...
Typical. The noble mages conceal their only tavern in the cellar. Fun is probably a swear word for the people here.
Так. У него аппарат. Нет, не клонов, потому что нос не имеет.
Here, lad, fry yourself a piece of meat. You look famished.
Thanks.
So, what can I do for you? Would you like to replenish your supplies? Or maybe test your strength?
Tell me about arm wrestling. I heard that you were the one who knew something about it.
Then you heard right. The rules are simple. Place your arm on the table and push. No bracing. And keep trying to twist the opponent's hand to the inside. That's how you'll get his hand on the table.
Who can I take on at arm wrestling?
I always arm wrestle straight after leaving work. It's a welcome change from the daily grind. Otherwise Hardwick and Downs turn up every now and then. When you see someone training at the table, chat to him, and he'll be happy to do a round with you.
So, you provide supplies to the people here?
That's right. But it isn't always easy to fill all the hungry mouths. The work in the mines means the men are constantly hungry. Luckily, the gnomes don't eat very much. And when they're hungry, the garbage is also fine for them.
You give the gnomes rubbish to eat?
Of course. And I don't feel guilty about it either. They're not like those fancy mages. They don't give a toss if their sausage was lying in the dirt for a bit. The important thing is, it's nice and greasy and puts meat on their bones. Besides, I have to make do with what Rummold gives us.
Can you teach me anything?
If you have some ready cash.
Стандартно.
What do you have to offer?
Choose something.
Рецепт друга у нас есть. Так, сейчас я пробегусь, но, по-моему, мы сделали все, что можно.
What in the Geiger's name is going on here?
Why are you here?
Кто такой Стэнли? Я, по-моему, не видел. Нет, вот который на ножах.
Oh, there's someone there. Oi, who invited you? You looking for something in here? Oh, there's someone there.
Так, а где он? Как-то странно работает, конечно.
Oh, there's someone there.
Да, блин, где он? А, то есть это типа кадеты. реагирует. А так пока что, по крайней мере, он не живой. Ну что ж, давайте попробуем концентрироваться на ножах. А, вот, ты, Стэнли. Отлично.
Something smells funny here.
Well, my friend, it must be me. Well, not from me, but from the gunpowder. Shotguns are my life.
Can't you do magic?
Just think, what would I do if the crystal glove fails me? When push comes to shove, I don't like being unarmed.
Right.
I always say, what's better than a mage? A mage with a gun, of course.
What do you think about the mages?
Well, officially, they are, of course, the ones with the big plan. They're building a contraption that's meant to save humanity from the Titans. But all I care about is getting paid. I don't care where it comes from, or what I have to do to earn it.
What's your job with the Guardians?
I'm in charge of maintenance and repair of the firearms. We don't have many, but I'm the only one who knows anything about them. That's also the reason why I don't have to slog my guts out in the mines, or play the washerwoman like Vetranio here.
What's wrong with Vetranio?
Ah, he's useless, like most of the new arrivals. He thought if he could conjure a few sparks, he'd be the biggest fish in the pond. But that's not how things work. If you've got no skills, you're worthless.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
You, maybe. Not me. I was always a talented artisan. I'm just following my calling. Listen, if you want to learn about firearms, I'm your man. I can take those things apart and put them back together so fast that your head will spin.
Show me how good you are with a knife.
Okay. But don't hold out any great hopes that you'll win. I can hit a fly at 100 inches with my weapon.
Yeah, let's start, shall we?
Let's go!
Хорош, это я сказал.
Do you know where to aim? You're one hell of a shot! What the bloody hell? Ah, you were just lucky.
Right. But what do you owe me?
I can't remember we had a bet on anything. But I'll play along. I have enough of it.
Any advice you can give me on the way?
Just one thing. Keep practicing. Take me, for example. Every morning I do target practice on the stand. Most people here think it's a waste of time, but I say it's worth it.
Tell me something about firearms.
All right. What do you want to know?
Интересно.
Let's see what you've got.
Так. Хорошо, дровей пока вроде бы достаточно. Так, а тут есть палец где-то.
I'll know who to blame if something goes missing.
Нет, не тут. Не тут.
I hope you know how to behave in someone else's house.
Keep your fingers to yourself.
Так, понятно. С этим либо связан какой-то квест. Я его еще не знаю. Либо... Так, сейчас уже утро. Так что давайте перенесемся в порт. Ну, да, я полезное. Нет, они только квестовые.
What do you want? I have things to do. The damn wind has blown all my notes across the harbour.
Well, go and get them.
I won't find them all again anyway. Looks like I'll have to start my work from the beginning again.
If you want, I'll get the notes for you.
I'd be really grateful if you did that. Those notes mean a lot to me. They should be somewhere around the harbour. Probably on the ground or in between some crates.
I have your notes.
Really? Oh, that's excellent news. Here's a small reward.
That deserves a little more, don't you think?
Well, I could give you a little extra, but not really much more.
What else can you tell me about this Thunder Isle?
Oh, quite a lot. What do you want to know?
What's there to see at the harbour?
Well, there's the monolith on the small hill behind the harbour. An imposing structure, I'd say.
Tell me more about the monolith.
This is one of 3 on Tyrannus. Lightning strikes the monoliths. They supply the energy for the large reactor at the Mage's Tower. We can generate a force field strong enough to keep even the Titans away from the island.
Sounds complicated. Are you mages happy with your work here?
But of course. Tyrannus lets us do our research far from the Inquisition's clutches. We've found our calling. And just look at what we've made.
Your thieves were goblins.
Oh dear. I suppose I accused the gnomes wrongly then.
Yeah, looks that way.
Well, I'll make it up to them by kicking their asses less often.
You do whatever you think best. Now what about my reward?
Go ahead and choose something. A sack full of gold, or a mystery box.
Give me the box.
An excellent choice. A surprise is always more interesting than some paltry gold. Here you go.
Так, давайте посмотрим, что за эта коробка.
That's lucky.
Ну и нормально. Я думаю, что по золоту да, не сильно больше заплатил. Так, где-то тут про пещеру говорилось. Вот про эту, наверное. В нее мы пойдем в следующей серии. А сейчас всем спасибо за просмотр и до новых встреч.